What's going on, y'all? Mad Dad is back in this mad den. Here to talk to you about college football 27. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yes, Ultimate Team, we're back in it. There's been changes this year. Are they good? Are they bad? Some people love them. Some people like them. Some people hate them. I don't know. It sounds like most people hate them. But anyways, there are some changes here, and I'm here to talk to you about some of them. Probably the biggest one that's causing a lot of the, animosity, I should say, within the community. It's about upgrading players. This is a good thing. It's a reroll method. Is it hard? Should it be different? It's, it is a risk, and it does take coins, and it is very different. So it is something that, definitely up for a debate, I should say. Me personally, I think it does give you a chance to get, especially when you get those B&D players that otherwise will be worthless, and you have, some binder trash, or you have low price cards. There are some ways to make it work for you. So, even though you're getting B&D, you're getting free players that usually you would not be able to use. You quick sell for training, and you don't get very much training for them. Now you can use them and hopefully use other B&D players to upgrade them with minimal coins based upon the rerolls. So, I'm going to tell you, I wasted a lot of coins upgrading these players. Let's look at this lineup right fast as far as some of these players that are upgradable. Obviously, the ones that are upgradable are the core legends. Players like this Rod Woodson, this Dwight Freeney, this Aqib Talib, Ngata. All these players I have on this team, this Brian Urlacher, this Paul Krause, all of them have been upgraded. I got a couple B&Ds, and I was like, you know what? Once I figured it out, it was not that pricey to upgrade them once I found out methods. So I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to start with these legends right here because there's a bunch of them in the game, a bunch of them that you can help round out your team. Let's start with Brian Urlacher here. If you see, you go to the attributes, you click on that, and you're going to see these two spots here. This is, the first step, which was, I think, 4 skill points. The second step being 6 skill points for a total of 10 skill points per legend. Basically per legend, you need 10 of these points. How you get those is if you go back over here real quick, you exchange, and you have these different players here. So you can exchange these. Basically, any of these players. Sometimes they're hard to find on the market. They have been coming up more often. Obviously, you would need 10 total. So if you see here, 78s get you 4, 80s get you 8, and 79s get you 6. So a 79 and a 78, or a 80 and a 77, any combination will get you the 10 needed skill points. So if you click on those, it will take you straight to the auction house, and you can kind of see if there's any players available. As you see there, a ton of them. So 8,000 coins. You would get 2 there. Oh, and the only thing that sucks about this is when you can do that, it takes you all the way back out, and you got to go back in. So it does take some time unless you just don't know what you're looking for. So you go back in here. Obviously, you go back to the exchange. So we have the 77 for the 2. So then you go for the other 80. Sometimes it's only the other legends. Sometimes it's only the legends are the ones there. We'll look again. We know it's going to kick us back out. So we had 8,000 for those skill points, and then obviously you have to buy one of these. So it would be 60,000 for enough skill points to get them to that, that threshold of that speed is what everyone's really looking for. It might be a different threshold that you're looking for. Most people are looking for the speed threshold, So I do got all of mine. I'm being one of those people. I love the speed. Some of the abilities play differently, but speed does kill in this game. It always has, always will. So once you get those cards, if you find the ones you want to wait, or you can add up a bunch of those, depending on the math, you can add up 5 of those 7,000 ones. That'll only be 35,000 coins. You know what I mean? So there are different ways. You only need 10 total skill points. After you do that, you go to this first one. As you see, there's 2 of them. There's one of them being primary, and if you look down here below, primary and secondary, where I'm moving this, the left one says primary, the right one says secondary. Those are the skills that will be upgraded with each level. So the first one is always going to be primary. The second one is always be secondary. So look below here and see where the actual attributes are that you want to upgrade. If you see here, the speed is a secondary one for Urlacher. So you're going to have to re-roll that second spot right here. If it's usually in the first one, I think the other ones have this. Let's get out of here real fast. Let's go back to lineup. It's going to take us all the way out, not just to the... yeah, it took us here. If you go to some of these other ones right here, I think it's Woodson's one of them. If you look, his speed is in the primary. You see how it's in the first one? So you'd only need, that's why I only did the first one. You know, I didn't have to do his full upgrade because I got the speed I wanted. Only, you know, so if you look and find at all these cards you want to get, once you buy them, you can see where the speed is or what attributes are. So if you only need to upgrade one, reroll one, it's fine. You don't have to go all the way to the second one. So if you click it, it's going to show you which one's to upgrade. Most of the time, it's not going to be speed or whatever attribute your first time. You got to push down on R3. It says at the bottom, and it'll say, do you want to re-roll this for, you'll give you back the skill points for 4,000 coins. So you just repeat the process and do that over and over again until you get the required attribute. As you see down there, if you look right, is it right there? Yeah, it's like right here. 85 speed, I have it right there. I wanted that on all those cards I upgraded. It'll be, you know, and Peter Clark, the tight end, I'm going to go to him next. He had 86 speed, and his was, I believe, he had multiple ones. So you can see here how the path differs for each one. So if you did this one, as you see here, his speed, where is his speed? Right there at the bottom of the primary. This one is a little bit different because I know people wasted a lot of coins on this first one. It was like it was only doing the top 2 rows. You know, the top 2 rows. You know, the speed's way down here at the bottom. It was only upgrading the top 2 rows in this first one up there. So I had to go to the second one to be able to get Peter Clark upgraded. So I re-rolled that one over and over until I got the 86 speed. So the Legends one, it's that first one. This Peter Clark one, for some reason, it's the second one. I think it has to do with how far down. You know, if you know differently, please comment down below. I just been, you know, trial and error trying to figure this out. But the second one is what you needed for Peter Clark to get the 86 speed. After that, you just can continue to upgrade, and it's just going to upgrade other things. I only re-rolled for the speed, so it's up to you which attributes you want to re-roll for. But I only did the speed. So anyway, that's the Peter Clark, the one that you got for free. I know that there's they dropped some new ones, and then we'll get to that in a second. Then there's the season players. Same thing here. All of those, I believe, were in the first tier. All of those are the second tier again. You see here it's at the bottom. So it was the second one that I had to reroll. I believe it's in the top, whatever row you see here then for the primary, you have to go, if it's in the bottom 2 rows, you got to go down to the second tier. So the second tier was where I re-rolled all of these season cards, and I got the speed for all of them on that second row. So that's kind of, you know, the method I've been doing there. Now, how else can you get skill points? Obviously, you can buy them. There's that buy feature. You can buy them for points. But for the season players, just the season players, they do have them exchanging them for trophies in the store. So you can buy them right here. I know you can't see my head's in the way here. Let me see, can I get my head in the... yes. See it? It's gone. Now you can see there, 900, it gives you one of those tokens, which gives you 4 skill points per token. So you can buy those with your trophies and put them inside the season players and upgrade those players. Now again, how much you want to re-roll, how many coins you want to waste, the higher you go up in the progression, the more coins it takes to re-roll. So don't do what I did. I put all my skill points in there and realized, oh, I didn't have the speedy, so I went all the way back down. I did that a couple times before I realized what I was doing. So, after kind of know what I was doing, I minimized my coin line. So I promise you, I only went to the first tier for all those legend players, or the second tier for Brian Urlacher, because it was in that secondary. That has something to do with it. I'm sure it was thoroughly explained more, but I did not understand it, but that's the way it is to my understanding now. So should you upgrade them? Especially, I'd say, when you got the season players for the trophies, again, that's free. Coins for the reroll, obviously. When they give you free players, like, again, like the tight end, you could have earned all those skill points through the I should have showed you that. For those that don't know, I'm sure you do. On the tight end, you earn the skill points other than buying them. You see the earn? That has the attributes in there that you got to do, or the attributes, the objectives that you have to do to get those skill points. So you can max him out completely without, I guess you can exchange too. What are you exchanging in here? No, there's no exchange. This is there, it's just there. So there, it's just the earn feature for the tight end. You know, so that is, you know, my take on the upgrades. It's definitely, you know, something new. I'm sure it's going to be a Madden. It's going to probably cause a lot of headaches when, you know, I'm sure as the cards get higher, the upgrades cost more, the coins are going to cost more. So it might get very pricey to reroll these eventually. But for now, It helps out with the BNDs. It helps out with the pack trash. So don't quick sell anything. I would hold on to players unless you're rolling or whatever. Unless you plan, just don't unknowingly quick sell things. I should say no. Quick sell with intent. All right. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you made it this far, please comment down below, hit the like and subscribe, and have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. Mad Dad is